Welcome to the Pain Project. This is a place we don't perform pain, we unpack it. And today's episode is not just for the broken sons or the grieving daughters, it's for that child that is in all of us. You know, the one that's still waiting for a father who never really arrived, who never showed up. This is for you. This is for that moment when dad, the word dad becomes a question, not an answer. Some fathers leave, others stay, but remain unreachable in their emotions. Some are physically present, but emotionally extinct. And yet, their absence echoes in our lives through relationships, through achievements, and even silence. Maybe you keep seeking validation in places that speak his language, whether it's authority or power or distance or approval. And what we do is we call it ambition, but really, we're just kids trying to be seen. It was psychologist Dr. James Hollis who once wrote, "The father is destiny, and when unresolved, he becomes your shadow." And shadows, I don't know if you've checked, but they don't go away. They just follow you. They follow you into boardrooms and into bedrooms and into belief systems and into all of our lives. But I want to expose another myth today. It's the myth of the fixable father. You tell yourself, maybe if I succeed and I go far enough in life, he'll notice. Or if I become the opposite of him, that's when I'm going to win. Or if I forgive him silently, I'll heal. But healing doesn't always mean reconciliation. Some fathers don't have the ability to meet you where you are at because they never learned how to be there for themselves. You cannot draw water from a well that's dry. You can't receive warmth from a man who is frozen in his pain, by his own pain. And so what we're going through life calling disappointment is really mourning. Not just for what he did, but for what he never had the capacity or ability to become. It's mourning these things. He never had the ability to become those things. So what we need to do today is take fatherlessness and look it in the mirror. Sometimes the father wound doesn't just break you, but it begins to reshape you. It makes you hyper independent, unable to ask for help or deeply anxious, afraid that everyone you love will vanish like your father did. Here's the dangerous twist. You become what hurt you, or you become obsessed with avoiding the thing that hurt you. But either way, you're still living in reaction to someone else's brokenness. And that's not healing at all. That's survival dressed up as your new personality. Here's what healing actually looks like. Healing isn't confronting him. It's confronting who you had to become to live without him. It's learning to reparent yourself, to offer the structure and the safety and the softness that you were never given. You don't need closure from someone who never had wholeness to begin with. And sometimes forgiveness isn't for him. It's for the part of you that's still gripping this memory like a weapon and like a lifeline. Letting go doesn't mean saying he was right. It just means that you're choosing to be free. As the theologian Henry Nouwen once wrote, the great tragedy of our lives is that we often hate ourselves for needing what we never received. But what if the real freedom comes not in having that father figure, but in becoming what you once needed? This episode isn't about blame, it's about clarity. It's about realizing that your worth isn't found in his acceptance. Your future doesn't have to inherit his silence, and your name carries power, even if he never taught you how to wear it. Your healing will be your legacy, even if his wasn't. And remember, he had a father as well. If you felt seen in this, you're not alone. I want you to forward this to the person you know who still flinches on Father's Day, who's building a life from the rubble of what never arrived. Use this podcast as your mirror, your permission slip, this quiet revolution This is the Pain Project, where the silence ends and the reckoning begins.